Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the world of Sherlock Holmes, the greatest detective of all time. Prepare yourselves for a thrilling ride through the fog-laden streets of Victorian London, the shadowy moors, and the intricate corridors of the human mind. We'll be examining the most brilliant deductions, the most cunning villains, and the most unforgettable moments from the many adaptations of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's timeless creation. So, adjust your deerstalker hats, grab your magnifying glasses, and get ready to unravel the mysteries as we count down the best ever Sherlock Holmes moments. Chapter 1. The Reichenbach Fall. The Reichenbach Falls. A roaring torrent that has claimed many lives, both real and fictional. But none so impactful, so emotionally charged as the apparent demise of Sherlock Holmes at the hands of his arch-nemesis, Moriarty. The rooftop confrontation, the chilling music, the palpable tension in the air. It's a scene etched into the minds of Sherlock fans everywhere.
I will be shutting down.
Simple words, yet imbued with such finality, such heartbreaking resignation. And Moriarty, the Napoleon of crime, stands triumphant, a chillingly gleeful smile playing on his lips. Or is it a mask, hiding a deeper despair at the thought of losing his intellectual equal? The ambiguity of the fall, the lingering question of survival, left audiences reeling, cementing this moment as one of the most iconic in Sherlock Holmes' history. Chapter 2. The Hound of the Baskervilles. From the shadowy streets of London, we journey to the desolate beauty of Dartmoor, where a monstrous howl echoes across the mist-shrouded moors. The Hound of the Baskervilles, a legend whispered in hushed tones, a creature of darkness and dread. The image of this spectral hound, its eyes glowing with an infernal light, is forever seared into literary history.
The use of phosphorus, the cunning of the villain, the palpable fear that hangs heavy in the air, it all culminates in a thrilling climax, a battle of wits against the backdrop of the eerie moor.
And at the heart of this Gothic tale stands Sherlock Holmes, a beacon of logic and deduction in a world steeped in superstition. This moment, where reason triumphs over fear, cements the Hound of the Baskervilles as a cornerstone of the Sherlock Holmes canon. Chapter 3. A Scandal in Belgravia. Intrigue, seduction, and a battle of wits. That's what unfolds when Sherlock Holmes meets Irene Adler, the woman. Their first encounter is a masterclass in character introduction and tension building. Picture this, a dimly lit room, the air thick with unspoken words and simmering attraction. Theirs is a dance of intellects, a game of chess played with loaded glances and veiled threats. Irene Adler, draped in silk, exudes an aura of power and mystery. Chapter 4. The Great Game.
Tick-tock, tick-tock.
The clock is ticking, the pressure mounting. In The Great Game, Sherlock Holmes faces a series of seemingly unconnected puzzles, each more deadly than the last. This episode is a whirlwind of intellectual prowess, with Holmes's mind racing against time to decipher cryptic clues and outmaneuver a hidden adversary. We see his extraordinary ability to connect seemingly disparate threads, his mind a labyrinthine web of deductions. The moment he cracks the code, his eyes flashing with that familiar glint of triumph, is pure satisfaction. But the stakes are higher than ever, the consequences of failure more dire. The Great Game is a testament to Sherlock's extraordinary intellect, his ability to remain calm and collected under pressure. It's a thrilling ride that keeps you on the edge of your seat, a true showcase of what makes Sherlock Holmes the world's greatest detective. Chapter 5. His Last Vow. Charles Augustus Magnuson, the Napoleon of blackmail, a man who sees the world through the prism of leverage and secrets. His confrontation with Sherlock Holmes in his last vow is a masterclass in tension building. The air crackles with animosity as these two brilliant minds collide.
Magnuson, smug and reptilian, believes he has the upper hand, holding information close to Sherlock's heart as leverage.
But he underestimates Sherlock's capacity for drastic action. The moment Sherlock pulls the trigger, shattering the illusion of control, is shocking and unforgettable. It's a testament to the lengths Sherlock will go to protect those he cares about. This scene is a turning point, a stark reminder that even the most brilliant minds can be pushed to their limits. It's a chilling reminder that in Sherlock's world, sometimes the game demands a sacrifice. Chapter 6. The Sign of Three. Even a high-functioning sociopath can have a heart. In The Sign of Three, we see a different side of Sherlock Holmes, a softer side as he takes on the role of best man at John Watson's wedding.
His speech, a blend of awkward charm and genuine affection, is both hilarious and heartwarming. He dissects the complexities of human relationships with his usual analytical precision, yet there's an underlying current of emotion that's impossible to miss.
The scene where he unravels a murder mystery during the wedding reception, seamlessly transitioning from best man to detective, is pure Sherlock.
It's a reminder that even in moments of celebration, his brilliant mind never truly switches off.
The Sign of Three gives us a glimpse into the man behind the deductions, the man who values his friendship with John Watson above all else. It's a reminder that even the most extraordinary minds crave connection. The culmination of a long and twisted game. The final problem pits Sherlock Holmes against his arch-nemesis, Moriarty, in a battle of wits that will determine the fate of many.
The scene at the Reichenbach Falls, a swirling vortex of mist and danger, is iconic.
The tension is palpable as these two brilliant minds engage in a final deadly dance.
It's a battle of intellect, will and cunning, a clash of titans that leaves no room for error.
The image of Holmes and Moriarty locked in a final struggle, their silhouettes outlined against the roaring falls, is forever etched in literary history.
It's a moment of both tragedy and triumph, a reminder that even the greatest of minds can be pushed to their limits.
The final problem is a fitting end to the saga of Sherlock Holmes, a story that has captivated readers for generations. It's a reminder that even in the face of overwhelming odds, the human spirit, driven by intellect and determination, can prevail. Chapter 8. The Abominable Bride. A chilling case from the Victorian era, The Abominable Bride transports us back to the fog-laden streets of London, where a ghostly bride wreaks havoc on those who have wronged her. This special episode is a visual feast, a gothic horror story that plays on our deepest fears. The image of the bride, her face shrouded in a veil, her eyes burning with vengeance, is both terrifying and mesmerizing.
The scene where I, dressed in my traditional deerstalker hat and Inverness cape, confront the bride in a shadowy graveyard is a masterclass in atmosphere and suspense. The flickering gaslights, the crumbling headstones, the sense of dread that permeates the air. It's a scene straight out of our nightmares.
The Abominable Bride is a unique and thrilling addition to the Sherlock Holmes canon, a story that reminds us that even in the most enlightened of times, darkness can lurk around every corner. Chapter 9. The Blind Banker. A series of impossible break-ins, cryptic symbols, and a trail of bodies lead Sherlock Holmes into international smuggling and ancient secrets. The Blind Banker is a classic locked-room mystery that keeps you guessing.
Armed with my magnifying glass, I piece together clues in the victim's apartment, a masterclass in observation. Cracking the code reveals the killer's identity and motive, both satisfying and surprising. The Blind Banker showcases Sherlock Holmes's extraordinary abilities as a detective.
Chapter 10. A Study in Pink. It all begins here. A Study in Pink, the very first episode of the modern-day adaptation, introduces us to the enigmatic Sherlock Holmes and his trusty companion, Dr. John Watson.
The scene where we first meet, two strangers brought together by fate and a shared need for a flatmate, is both humorous and intriguing.
With my aloof demeanor and uncanny ability to deduce people's lives from the most mundane details, I am instantly captivating.
The moment he solves the case of the Pink Lady, his deductions flowing effortlessly, his mind racing ahead of everyone else, is a testament to his genius. It's the moment we realize we're in the presence of something truly extraordinary. A Study in Pink is a brilliant introduction to the world of Sherlock Holmes, a world where logic reigns supreme, where every detail matters, and where the game is always afoot. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more amazing content. Let us know in the comments which Sherlock Holmes moment is your favourite. The world of Sherlock Holmes is vast and endlessly fascinating. From the foggy streets of Victorian London to the modern-day bustle of Baker Street, his adventures continue to captivate and inspire us. So, keep your mind sharp, your eyes open, and never underestimate the power of observation. After all, as Sherlock Holmes himself once said, the game is afoot.